Shuichi is in his third year of high school. He tells his academic advisor he's not interested in going to college. The academic advisor asks, well, do you know what you're going to do after high school? And Shuichi's like, yeah, man, I got a plan. But it's not true. Shuichi is just trying to lay low and fit in at school. On his way to gym class, he notices a dead dog. And his buddy's like, did you see that? He's like, yep. After school, Shuichi notices that his vision is dramatically improved. He sees a fire up on the mountain and heads towards it. When he arrives at the blaze, he notices somebody inside. He flashes back on the dead dog and feels that its essence is possessing him. His body transforms into a giant demon dog mascot. He saves the girl from the burning building and lays her on the ground. Then he starts sniffing her clam and thinking about pulling out that red rocket. But then he realizes he's not that much of a dog, and he reverts back to boy form and takes a hike. But he dropped his phone by the girl. The next day, the girl approaches him at school, says her name's Claire, and that if he wants his phone back, he's going to have to answer a few questions, because she's curious about a monster like him. He finds Claire on the roof, and she's like, oh, there you are, monster. He's all, I don't know what you're talking about, lady. I just want my phone back. And she says, okay, buddy, here you go then. But when he goes for the phone, she boots him off the roof, so he has to transform. He leaps back up on the roof, where Claire tells him he's wicked studly in dog form. She tells him she'll tell everybody about his power unless he tells her how to get it too. He confesses he has no idea how it happened. Later, while walking home together, she tells Shuichi she's a freshman, and he's like, damn. She pulls out a gold coin and asks him if he knows what it is, and he's like, nope. She says, well, we gotta figure it out. When they get back to Claire's place, she tells Shuichi she lives alone. Then the little vixen changes clothes right in front of him. While they're talking, a girl called Hikawa appears looking for the coin. Claire says, since you're looking for the coin, you must know what it does. Tell me. Hikawa pulls out a knife and tells Claire that she better give her the coin now. Shuichi transforms and rescues Claire. Hikawa begins to transform and subdues Shuichi. Claire pepper sprays Hikawa and tells Shuichi to kill her. Shuichi grabs Claire and leaves instead. Hikawa used to be pretty well balanced, but she got cut from the running team and lost her opportunity for a sports scholarship. She found one of the coins, which it turns out can be redeemed for wishes. She wished to be back on the running team, and it came true, but it came with the side effect of a monstrous transformation. She now wants another coin for another wish to try to fix the situation. We come to find out there's an alien looking for the coins that got spread around after a crash. The alien will grant wishes for the coins because they are other aliens like himself who've saved themselves as compressed data. Hikawa recovers herself and continues searching for Claire and the coin. Claire finds a zipper on Shuichi's back. She unzips it and finds nothing inside. After some coaxing, Shuichi lets her climb inside. She can feel Shuichi's emotions and weaknesses, but she can also feel his strength, and she says she will promote it. Hikawa attacks Shuichi, demanding to know where Claire is. Claire talks Shuichi into letting her control the mascot. Together, they defeat Hikawa. They then use a gun from the costume to finish her off. Shuichi is bummed that Claire killed Hikawa, but Claire says it's no biggie and it was self-defense anyway. Claire tells Shuichi that her sister had also become a monster and killed both of her parents. She tells Shuichi she'll die with him. And he's like, man, I want to die right now. And she's like, all right. And she climbs up on the stairs and leaps off to her death. But Shuichi catches her. She tells him they were destined to be together and asks him to help her find her sister. They go to the store and buy some supplies. Then they stake out an abandoned building near where Claire's parents were killed, so Shuichi can sniff out Claire's sister. Shuichi catches a promising scent and Claire verifies it's her sister. Claire says they're going to capture her sister, but they're going to need the gun to do it because she's a powerful and vicious demon. Claire goes inside Shuichi, and they wait for her sister Elena to pass. Claire tries to shoot her, but Shuichi intervenes and they narrowly miss. Elena moves behind them and says if they've come to kill her, they should do it somewhere else. They follow Elena to a secluded place, and just as they're about to kill her, she hears Claire inside the mascot. She immediately transforms and rips the head off the mascot to find Claire inside. Claire attacks her sister, but she doesn't stand a chance. Then Claire asks, "Why'd you kill our parents?" And Elena's like, "They were bad people." Elena gives Claire a coin and sends her to Alien's vending machine to fix Shuichi. Alien tells them that if somebody gave him 100 coins, he would give them enough power to rule or destroy the world. Shuichi starts acting like a badass at school. Also, he now has a wicked neck scar from getting his head torn off as the mascot. Shuichi and Claire go looking for coins and meet Tadanori in the forest. Tadanori is not interested in the coins, but he wants to test his might against Shuichi. Shuichi defeats Tadanori, and the two team up. Claire says, "Let's get back to looking for coins." Another monster sneaks up while they're talking, but Tadanori straight cuts that dude in half. Claire takes the dead monster's cell phone, and it turns out he was some kind of creep, taking pictures of other monsters gathering coins and trying to blackmail them with their secret identities. They find a group of Good Samaritan monsters, gathering coins to keep them out of the hands of villains. The leader of the group is Sayaka. In order to join the group, they have to wear a choker of Sayaka's hair, and if they betray her in any way, they will automatically die. Sayaka is looking for Claire's sister and doesn't believe that she killed their parents. Saichi makes friends with a fox girl who wanted to be a veterinarian. Because of that, she grew fox ears in her monster form. She is able to hear and feel the feelings of animals. She asks Shuichi to help her find her wallet because it has her ID in it and she's worried a bad person might find it. Shuichi invites the fox girl to take a ride inside him. The camera monster is in love with her and he gets really upset about it. He goes back and complains to the group and they decide to find Shuichi and the fox girl. When they are found, they are both unconscious. They tell the group that they encountered a blonde girl who transformed and crushed them almost to death. But because of Shuichi's ability to merge with another monster, he and the fox girl took it to the blonde girl and almost killed her. But Claire's sister had stopped them. The group goes to look for Alien's spaceship where most of the coins are, but they encounter a hostile group of monsters. They make a break for it, but a centipede monster catches up and captures Sayaka. One of their men saves Sayaka and beats the crap out of the centipede monster. They get surrounded by the other group and are told that if they don't collect coins for the other group, they will all be killed. But even if they do surrender, one of them has to be killed for hurting the centipede. They have one of their monsters grow toxic flowers to kill the monsters in the other group. Elena is talking to a man who collected 100 coins, but he is protecting the ship from other collectors. He and Elena are old friends. Then it's revealed that Shuichi and Elena used to date when they were kids. Years ago, Elena's best friend Eiko committed suicide because she couldn't stand her life. Elena found the body first, and she was the only one to know about the alien. She came up with the coin hunt game. Alien gave her Eiko's appearance so she could assume Eiko's life. She thought nobody would notice her absence. But the man who found 100 coins, Kaido, did. At first he thought it was a girl called Hanaka who had a crush on Eiko's boyfriend, and he straight moited that girl. Later he found out that Eiko committed suicide, and he felt real guilty about murdering that girl Kanaka. He found a coin and asked Alien to bring her back. Alien made her the guardian of his ship, and she kills anybody trying to find 100 coins. Kaido's entanglement with Hanaka then makes him kill the families of anybody who collects 100 coins. Because she and Shinichi were in love, Elena erased his memories so Hanaka wouldn't kill him. Another revelation is that Hanaka murdered Elena's parents. Elena now has 100 coins and can end the game. Shuichi finds Elena. Claire goes to their old abandoned elementary school. While there, she discovers a stuffed animal that is identical to Shuichi's monster form. He recovers all of his memories. Shuichi and Elena battle for a minute, but now Shuichi is back on Kanaka's radar and she shows up to kill him. Elena erases Suichi's memory again to protect him from Kanaka. Suichi, Claire, and Elena set off to finish the game once and for all.